Hello everyone, welcome to the next video in React Router DOM series. So in the previous video, I hope you people understood the React Router DOM with some WH questions. With that continuation of that video, today we will come to know more about React Router DOM. So this is the document, guys. So I have prepared for the same thing. Let's directly dive into this. So in this React Router DOM, I have used version 6. If you see this particular image, 7.6.3 is the latest version. So this information I came to know from npmjs.com. From this uh, package, right, you will come to know this is the latest 7.6.3. Otherwise, here it will mention 7.6.3. This particular version they published 18 days ago. Generally, we will take the stable version, right? Since I have worked in the version of 6, version 6 from that router down, I have used 6.30.1. So I think this is the last version from sixth major version. So after that, version 7 they started, I feel. So correct me, you can mention in the comment if it is wrong. Fine. uh, Next, how to install this particular package in your application. I have given both commands from npm and yarn how to install this particular package. So since I already mentioned, this is the version I have used, 6.30.1. React Router, I have used this particular package optional. This is not mandatory. You can install only with this particular package. Okay, fine. Uh, this package, right, React Router DOM, actually this is coming in three modes. Okay, one is declarative, data, and framework. Declarative is nothing but this is a basic level of routing. Most of the developers, right, they have used this particular routing only. Okay, and if you want to write the advanced level of the routing, we can go with data. We can go with data or this framework mode. So we will get to know more and more about this data and the framework in the next level video. Uh, Next level video. First, we will come to know about what is declarative mode in React Router DOM. Okay. So generally, whenever we are going to work with declarative mode, right, there are some components are there. Browser router, routes, route, link or nav link, and outlet. Okay, these two things, these two modes we will validate, we will study maybe in the next level video. And this is my the folder structure I am using in this video. So under source, home.jsx is there, users.jsx is there, nested component.jsx, index.jsx, and app.jsx. Okay. Uh, and one more thing, guys, since you are a developer, you should decide what kind of mode I have to incorporate in your app. Okay, so that and all, yeah, it's your responsibility only. Yeah, as a developer, you can check with your TL or your technical project manager, whoever you can check with them. Either you or TL or project manager, they will tell you, okay, just go with this kind of mode or data mode or framework mode. Okay, fine. Okay. I told you, right? There are some components under declarative mode. So you should know about what is browser router. So browser router is nothing but it is setting up your router, right? I mean, for your application that will use a HTML5 history APIs. Is it clear? Okay, let me put in this way. So generally, browser router is a HTML feature. I mean, it's a browser feature that allows the JavaScript to interact with your browser session history. Okay, so generally, browser router it will interact with browser session history. Meaning, if you remember in the previous video, I told you in the earlier stages before inventing these packages, right? In the earlier stages, uh, whenever we are clicking on any link, it will reload the entire page, right? So in order to fix it, browser router automatically will take care the routing without reloading the entire page. Okay, hope you understood now. And behind the scene, the browser router, how it is working, that also we will see maybe in the next level. Fine. And routes. So actually, I can say this is hierarchy. First one is browser router, then routes. This route element will contains all the route definitions. And this is for route. This is for each and every route we are giving it the URL that will map the component. Link, nav link. Generally, we are using for navigation purpose. We are having anchor tag, right? So anchor tag that is actually coming from HTML. But in a React.js, we are using link or nav link. And outlet. I will tell you about outlet in the next level implementation of route. Okay. Hope you understood now what is this. Now we can directly jump into the practical session, practical thing. Okay. So if I want to implement the routing concept, this is the way. You can maybe you can think like this is the syntax. Fine. So you know about this React DOM dot create route. This one you know, right? So in this particular element only, React put all the elements in this route only. Finally, it need one one element to populate all the React elements. That's all. That is root dot render. Okay. So as I told you here, browser router. Under this browser router app, there is another file called app.js. Is there? Let me go to here. What is app.js? So see, I already told you the routes, right? Routes, route, link, name, everything coming from this React router DOM. And these are all the pages. I can say here components. What are the components that I have to use for the navigations? That also I have imported here. Okay, fine. So I have added the link to this is my path. Okay, and this is the name of the link. Like that, users link is there under demo link also there. Fine. And see routes. So this is the collection of route. Okay, so routes actually grouped with route. Route, then path. For this path, what kind of element? Element is nothing but the component. What component you want you have to render in your page, that you have to mention here. So in this case, home is there. Home is nothing but this one. Let me change it. Let me change the correct. Yeah. So this also I have to change. Otherwise, if you just copy the same thing, it will give the error. Okay. So route, path, element, in that element we have to pass the name of the component. Either I have three routes, users, demo. Fine. So this entire information will be rendered in this area. So in this case, browser router, then this entire area will be here, will be here. Okay, fine. And when you run your application, okay, when you run your application, this output you will see. This home, right? This home, users, demo, these three, everything coming from this link. Home, users, demo, these three links are coming from here, this link button. And if you are inspecting this home, users, demo, that is actually replaced with anchor tag. Here I told you, right? Navigation components. Here we written with navigation, the link. When you are running the applications, it will interpret your React code to the HTML code, right? Then in that time, it will convert with the anchor tag, something like this. Okay, fine. Now I want to tell you how browser router is working behind the scene. Okay, assume that this is your output. When the user click clicks on the home or the user's link, right? That time there is no history. Okay, so for each link, right, we will have a URL. We will have a URL. This is what the URL. So this particular URL appended with your domain. So in this case, if you are running this application in your local machine, then localhost, sorry, local, sorry, let me change this. I will start to write from here. Localhost colon 3000, right? This will display users. Same thing. This will display spread. Okay. So when user clicks on users a link, this path, right? This path along with this path, the entire URL, this entire URL will be pushed into your history. This history actually coming from your JavaScript. Okay, so if it is a new URL, if it is a new URL or a new resource, then that resource will inserted in the history object. Fine. You are still in users page. You are making some changes in the same page. So that time also it will update history dot replace replace state will work. Whenever you are making any changes in the same page, right? Then current history, it will update your page and that respected the path, everything will be replaced. Okay, fine. You have seen the page. This page is right. Uh, this is back. This is forward. What will happen when we click on these two buttons? When you click on the forward or back, right? Then window dot on pop state method will invoke whenever you are clicking on back or forward buttons. This method will invoke. So based on that, your history will work accordingly. So that's all. So the browser router will interact with your HTML5 browser session. Okay, so behind the scene, it is working like that only. So browser router actually coming from the React. Then inside a browser router, we will have a routes. Under routes, we are having route route for the path. Route with the path. Understood? Okay. Okay, fine. Then nested routes. So nested route is nothing but I have one scenario, real-time scenario. After that, I will come to this code. Okay. So what I'm doing, there is the link called index. There is an index page is there. Okay. I have multiple tabs. This is tab 1, tab heading 2, tab heading 3, tab heading 4, tab heading 5. There are 5 tabs in this index.page page. So for each tab, right, each tab content, this is tab content 1, tab content 2, tab content 3, tab content 4, tab content 5. These are all components in React, correct? These are all component. What I'm trying to say here, I want to load the multiple components in a single page, in a single page. Each tab coming from its respective component. So when I am clicking on this particular component, my page, right, my page will be, my URL will be something like this, localhost 3000 slash maybe user slash create. Assume that this this particular tab is for creating the user. Okay, this will be for updating the user. So update, rest everything is same. For this particular tab, I have assigned a new URL called update. For this tab 3, delete. For this tab 4, update. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here, in a single page, in one page, if you want to load multiple views, right? If you want to load multiple views in a single page, that is called nested routes. Okay, these are all users. Till here, these are all users. So under user, we are doing create, update, delete. These are the operations we are doing. Okay. Now I am coming to this code. Based on this code, if you see in in app dot in first of all, I'm checking in the index. This is same. This is same. In that app.js, what I'm doing, there is one navigation. There is one navigation. Let me clear this. Yeah. So there is one navigation and the routes. See, a route contain another route. See the group. This is nothing but nested route. Nested route. This is called nested route. A route having the multiple route, that is called nested route, I can say. Okay, so in this case, there is one component called home. That home having two routes. That home having two routes. Okay, now how I should define the home page, the home component here. If you see, uh, I just given the static text. This is a home page. Fine. In that home page, I have two links. I told you, right? Uh, this home having two routes, two navigations. One is for users, another one is for demo. This users for this demo for this. This home is nothing but this. This home, this home, this home is coming from here, and these two coming from here. Okay, so in this case, when user click on this users, it will go and check this link. Okay, it will see it. Okay, it will see. Okay, there is one users is there. This users will navigate. Generally, it will navigate. In this case, localhost 3000 slash user. This URL is there, right? This URL will go and check here whenever the path is there. Then automatically this user component will load here. Okay, how it will load? Because of this outlet. Okay, let me reiterate. Whenever you are going with, whenever you are implementing the nested routes, right? So first you should know, you have to construct the parent element. So here parent element is home, and in that parent element you have to construct your the child link. So in this parent I'm constructing the child link. Okay, and you have to give the path. This path is nothing but relative path, relative path of home page. Okay, this is relative path of your home page. That's what here we didn't give the slash. If you see other thing, here we have given the slash, right? Since this is relative path in the sense this is comes under home only. So your the URL, right? Your URL will be something like this: localhost 3000 slash home slash. For this we don't have the path, right? Then we don't want to have any path in this case. No path. Okay, there is no path here, and users. So when you click on this link, you will get this users in your address bar. When you click on this localhost colon 3000 slash, this demo will display in your address bar. Okay, so fine, this is it will display in your address bar, fine, but how it will render its respective content? See, users having one element here, users having one element, and demo having another element. So how it will render? Until here we should be okay, right? Because we are assigning the component to this particular path. But how it is rendering under this home? It will not display the content in the kind of another page. You should display the content inside of the home page, correct? So that will happen only because of this outlet. This is the feature from React Router now. Otherwise, in other case, whenever you are going to have a nested routes, And if you want to render your children component, right, in your parent component with the with routing, we can go with outlet. That's what I mentioned here. It will render the nested route component. Got it? Okay. So this will be the sample output, guys. This again, I am telling this home coming from this link. Okay. Whenever this home is there, for the path, I mean, it will display, it will render this element. So this is nothing but this. After that is having two links. These two links nothing but users and demo. When you click on this users link, it will take the uh, address. This will take the path. Generally, this will take the path. This path will compare with this route, actual route path. Based on this route path, it will render this content here. Okay, this is the outlet. This is the outlet. Okay, so this feature is common in all the modes here. In all the modes, this feature is common. This feature is common, but the syntax will be the different. Okay, so if you understand this more, if you understood this more, then you should know about the syntax, how to make the nested routes in a data mode or in a framework mode. Okay. Okay, what is route parameters? So this route parameters generally we will be used for the dynamic path. Okay, dynamically if you want to pass the parameters, so that time we can go with route parameters. So this is nothing but route path user colon ID. So this will treat us dynamically. This ID will treat us dynamically, and for this particular path, user profile is there. For example, uh, something like this: localhost 3000 user 1. Same thing user 2, user 3. So these are all IDs. But anyway, this is one unique resource. This is also one unique resource. Unique resource. This is also one unique resource. Fine. So this are all unique resource only. But if you see, only these parameters are dynamically changed. Dynamically, we are using this. We are using this URL, and we are just changing the value 1, 2, 3, something like that. Okay, so in this case, how we will come to know programmatically what kind of value we have passed in the parameter. So in this case, in React Router DOM, there is one feature called there's a feature called useParams. This is coming from React Router DOM. This is hook actually. This is the predefined hook from React Router DOM. So from here we will come to know ID. So this ID is nothing but this ID. If you are giving user ID, assume that instead of ID, if you are giving user ID, instead of this ID, this use params will give user ID only, because you have configured your path something like that, user slash colon user ID. Whenever you are using the colon, right, then this will act as a dynamic value. Okay, so hope you understand this, when we can use params. All right. Okay, now we can jump into advantage of declarative. Let me, before this, just reiterate one more time. So declarative is nothing but the basic routing In that basic routing, everything we are defining with the JSX format. This is JSX format. Okay, this is JSX component format. So there are some components in a declarative mode: browser router, routes, route, link, outlet. So outlet will be useful when we are using the nested routes. Okay. Uh, Browser router, it will interact with JavaScript uh, sessions history. Routes is a group of route. Here we are declaring the path and the component here, and link, it will link to what kind of URL I have to pass. Uh, For that, we can use link or nav link. There is some differences in link and nav link. I will tell you in the upcoming videos. Yeah, for nested routes, this is the way. This is the way to construct your routes. So if you want to pass the value dynamically, and if you want to fetch that value dynamically, you have to use the hooks called useParams from React Router down. Fine. Now we will go for the advantage of the declarative mode. So this, the syntax is very simple, and this is a clear stuff. Okay, and easy to understand for beginners. This is complete. This is completely JSX based. What do you mean by JSX based? See, this is JSX, right? Right. This is completely JSX based. Nesting supports UI layout hierarchy. Nesting supports UI layout hierarchy in the sense this is the one. Okay. And when static or semi-dynamic routes structures. So if you want, you are building on the static application. Okay. In that static applications, you will have a about will be there, home will be there, about, contact. Okay. So these many small URLs are there. So when you click on that each URL, only the static content if you are going to display, then declarative mode is suitable for you. Okay, and if you are working on a small to medium app, this mode can be useful. Okay, so but here there is some limitation is there. I can say cons. Limited dynamic behavior. Limited dynamic behavior in the sense. Uh, this one I'll tell you once after this. Less flexible for conditionally rendering. So less flexible for conditionally rendering in the sense, if the user logged in, then only you have to load the routes, right? So without loading without logging in, you should not jump into the routes. So in this case, you have to conditionally rendering the routes. Correct. So that kind of limitations will be there, which means it will work, but you have to write the code respectively for these two. Okay. Yeah, I think something you should understand about the declarative mode from React Router DOM. Uh, Let me know if you have any doubt. You can comment in this window. If anything else I missed, you just mention in the comment. I will make myself properly in the next video. I will try to give more information in the next video. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you in the next video.